fucking vibes, man? It's your boy Litty Willie, and today on Litty we got the beautiful Miami Tip. Make some fucking noise. That was better. That was better. I'm gonna say on the camera if you didn't know this was the second one, but it's still better. Listen, Puerto Rican, black.
Yes. How you know that?
Which one's black and which one's Puerto Rican?
Nobody ever knows I'm Puerto Rican.
I know it. That's the first one.
That's crazy.
That's the first one. It's gonna keep going, so be ready.
Keep going. Okay, let me just grab this.
You're definitely gonna be getting lit for this one.
Strawberry vodka.
Bolt vodka. Shout out to Bolt vodka. Made in Dade.
I'm just gonna fill the cup all the way up.
Make some noise for Dade. I heard that shit. So, back to it.
Yes.
Mom's Puerto Rican?
My mom is Puerto Rican. My dad is black.
Okay. And you was born in Long Island?
I was damn. Nobody.
And then you came here. And you came here at 10. Coral Springs.
Yes.
Coral Springs.
I came here at 10. I'm from Brentwood, Long Island, Regis Park.
Racist as fuck. Long Island.
Long Island is racist.
He said he knows.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah.
But you're in Dade, so it don't matter.
Yeah. I rarely go back to Long Island to visit.
No?
Yeah, nah.
When's the last time?
Ooh. Probably like 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah. I be too busy. I don't really have time to I want to because I got a lot of family that I should catch up with and stuff, but
You have to live to what you said because you did state that your mom brought you down here and you were angry because you left your family there.
I was.
So then now you don't. So
but I do gotta go back. We getting older.
So you still got a lot of family there?
Everybody. The only people here in Miami is my mom, my brother, me, my son.
Okay.
That's it.
We got the similar story. I was born in the Bronx and they sent me here in high school. So
okay.
It was more.
My mom was born in the Bronx.
Oh, okay. Shout out to well, we're gonna get to her.
Okay.
We got she got her own segment. Yeah. Facts. How is it growing up in Coral Springs? I'm assuming it sucked because you was running away a lot from Coral Springs.
Well, you know what? Coming from Long Island, I come from the hood in Long Island. So moving to Coral Springs, it's like I had to transition from going to a all-black school to a all-white school.
Right.
But I'm so happy for it because I was able to really learn how to speak more proper and really get in touch with a different world to where now I could get with any group of people and speak different languages.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you say so, I'm happy for the Coral Springs move. At the time, though, I stayed there for a minute. I started running away in middle school. I just was like, I gotta get the hell up out of here. My mama then moved me from New York. I don't got no family, no cousins that I'm used to, nothing.
You were mad.
Yeah, it was over.
That was them Lauderdale runaways?
The deep side runaways. I used to run away to deep side. I had these 3 girls. One of their moms was just real cool.
Right.
One of them looked like a whole 19-year-old. She was from Houston. She was shaped like Megan. We were 13. Then one of their moms was real cool. Let me stay there, and we were just popping. We used to go to we were cool with the biggest promoter in Fort Lauderdale. His name was Delroy. He used to have Chili Peppers, and he used to have he used to have Juvenile, Lil Wayne, Tank.
So you was lit back then.
And we was VIP at 13, walking past the line, and we was there.
Only
all the clubs, all ages. They had what was the all age club? I forgot. But I was everywhere. I've been in the nightlife from young.
Right. So that's where the experience comes from, the love.
Yeah. In love?
The love for the...
love for the night. Yes. We were also a part of a booty shaking dance group, Extreme Measures. So I was already performing in front of a crowd. That's how we became popular because we were good at dancing and, performing everywhere. And that's where I was my fear from performing, I never had one.
Right.
I could get on any stage, I could do anything and just... You
were booty shaking, so if you go exactly. So you can't really. There's no more else to be scared of.
Right. In front of thousands of people.
Mama Tip, because I told you we were gonna get into Mama Tip.
Yes.
You have a beautiful relationship with her, from what I see.
I do.
On your interviews, on your social media, Did you really give her a hard time as a teenager?
I gave my mom. I regret it so bad. Like, it makes me cry.
Do you know where it comes from though? Because she posted a picture you putting your middle finger, and it's like that's
because she let me know.
That was Baby Bean.
Yeah, how you know Baby Bean? Oh my God, you know a lot.
I know enough, not a lot.
Baby Bean is a lot. Nobody knows that name.
I do.
My aunt used to call me that when I was a baby.
But moms, you, how did the? Because I did watch some interviews where you said you had some kind of pressure with mom, and then now you and mom.
We're close. We always been close. My mom was like raised in a foster care, and anything bad that can happen to a foster child happened to her. So she overcame a lot. So as a child, you know, her disciplining me and being overprotective, I didn't understand it.
Right.
Because she was very overprotective. I was all she had to love. You know, me and my brother were all she had. But now as I get older, I'd be like, damn, like I put my mom through all that, and she was just trying to love me and show me right, and you know what I'm saying, keep me from doing what she had to do, because she had a rough upbringing.
Right. She was holding you in.
Yeah.
So you don't have
and I didn't get it. Yeah, and I broke through, and I just kept running away. And one thing I can say is every time I ran away, my mom came looking for me, and she put posters up, wanted, missing. No. She was at all my friends' house knocking on doors.
She was in Kinko's with the
what? She was every time I ran away.
And were you seeing those pictures of the lost child picture and feeling bad, or you were laughing? At that age,
probably
don't lie.
I didn't care. Like, God damn, leave me alone. Like, let me live my life.
Was it a good picture?
I can't remember. But she did.
Drinking.
I
felt this one.
Yes.
There's alcoholism that runs in my blood, and I beat it. But I seen and heard that drinking caused you a couple issues. It caused you
a lot.
Waking up, cursing people out. You lost some money in a situation because you woke up hungover a couple times. Obviously, you're drinking now. But do you do it in moderation, or?
Well, now I'm at a point in life where I'm not around or indulging in places or with people that I don't want to be around. Right. It was like dancing. Right. At the end, for probably the last 2 years that I was dancing, I was miserable. You know what I'm saying? I hate going to work. Couldn't figure out why. Like, damn, I got all this good shit going on. Why I'm still here, drinking, getting drunk before I even got there, getting more drunk. So it was like I was at a.
So you were drinking while you were drunk dancing?
Every time.
How do you do that?
For like the last 2 years. But I didn't start drinking until I turned 21.
Okay.
That's one thing I can say.
So you follow the law on that?
I did. I was just scared to drink. And then when I started drinking, it was over. It was over. It was
a full send, right? Like you got a taste and that was it.
It was over. But before I used to drink every night. But now when I drink, it's more of like a celebration. Every week, like Monday through Friday, I won't drink. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm working. I got so many. Before, I didn't have nothing else going on besides dancing. So now that I have different businesses and things that I have to do, I have to be up and be productive. During the week, Monday through Friday, I can't drink. But I will control myself if I do.
Right.
But Friday after 5 till about Sunday morning.
But let's make some fucking noise for drinking responsibly. I'll give you a quick story real quick. So I wouldn't be sitting here right now with you, talking to you right now, if it wasn't for 24, Mr. 24 right here.
Shout out to Mr. 24.
I used to drink so much that I used to make him nervous before shows. He used to just tell me straight out, I don't know what the fuck you're going to say, but please don't go in there and make me look stupid. So let's once again make some fucking noise for drinking responsibly. Shout out to Cougar Fitness.
Yeah, shout out to Cougar Fitness.
Mama Tip got that.
Yeah.
She got it going.
Finally found her lane.
She likes it, right?
She loves it.
Yeah.
My mom's been like a workout fanatic since I was a little girl.
Oh, okay.
I grew up playing soccer and karate, running track. She's always had us active because she's always been active.
Gotcha.
And she still is. So the workout fitness line was just for her.
I'm
glad she has something to do instead of worry about my business.
That's what I was gonna ask you. So she bothers you less now that she got her shit going.
Right.
That's
Thank
dope.
God.
That's dope. What's going on with the noise back there? Oh, okay. Is Dave and Buster's still get drunk, chilling Dave and Buster's type ideal?
I used to do that.
You said that was your. You're not. You say you're not with all the fancy shit and all this and the glamorous and this and that. It's just.
I like to vibe. I like wherever the good energy is. I don't give a damn. Like I ain't with all that extraness.
Right.
All the. First of all, I don't like paying for clothes. I don't like paying for designer stuff and
sweatpants and Air Forces too.
All my men's get mad, so they don't ever want to buy me nothing. So I'm not.
All your what?
All my men's.
Okay.
Every other week somebody bad. I don't know.
You.
But yeah, I'm not. I'm just chill type. Like anywhere the wind takes me, that's where I'm at. And however I'm dressed or however I look, I don't really like.
Fuck it.
And my mom hates it. She's like, "You going to Walmart?" Like she wants me to get dressed to go to Walmart.
No.
I'm wearing a hoodie, big ass ugly slippers, messed up hat, some. You know what I'm saying? No makeup. I hate makeup. I hate getting my nails done. I hate getting my hair done.
I just went to Walmart yesterday with a V-neck, some Chinese slippers, and gym shorts.
Right, me too. I went there today.
Right.
Just like that.
Who cares?
Yep.
I felt it when you said, because you did say in the interview that drinking and getting drunk in Dave and Buster's would be ideal.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, that's fun. But that's just the start tonight. I'm going to end up in a strip club.
Well,
I got to end up in a strip club.
I felt it when you said that.
If I start drinking, we can go to Dave and Buster's.
But we're going to end up in a strip club.
After the third drink, I'm going to be like, where are we going?
So which one we ended up in?
Now?
Yeah, now.
Probably.
Right now, if it was today.
If it was today, right now at 9:30, I'll go to Booby Trap.
Okay.
But after 12, I'll probably go to Cheetah's.
Do you Uber or are you driving all like that?
I drive. You know what? It's so bad.
Yeah.
I drive, but recently I started Ubering a little more.
Okay, good. Please do.
Yeah.
Please do.
I know. Because I've been blessed. Like, I've been so drunk behind the wheel.
Oh.
I wake up like, how did I get home? But you know, one thing about me also is that I leave my car. I don't give a damn where I'm at. If I feel like I'm too drunk, my car, man, I'll wake up, I'll be home trying to get over the Tango for 3 days. My car way in Coral Gables, way in fucking West Palm Beach, or something like that. I will leave my car.
But you know it's safe, so you good though.
Right.
You know
well, it's not always safe. It's been towed a couple of times, but you know.
No, but towing, shout out to 24 again, because 24 got our shit towed a couple of times too. Tickets, towing, like whatever, we'll pay for it as long as we're not driving. I was like, okay.
Right. No,
respect
that is true.
You paying too, so.
I have paid.
You brought the whole Epcot Center to your fucking birthday.
I did.
Anything next? What's next? I mean, you really can't do that.
I don't know. Since I was 18, every birthday party I had like something crazy. I think
January 30th?
my 19th, December 30th.
December 30th. Yes. Sorry, I was thinking about my brother.
Capricorn, not Aquarius.
Oh, okay.
Like my 19th birthday, I brought the jungle to my party. We had like lions and tigers and bears and shit in the party. I feel like I was the first one to do it out here. But you know, the whole inside was with trees and all that stuff. One time I had a circus, bought the circus. I bought the people in this was at KOD. I had people in the stilts, the fire people.
Circus.
The circus, yeah. I always have weird ideas.
So what did you do this past birthday?
This past birthday was the first birthday that I was able to really, really enjoy with no stress and really like celebrate, because every year I have a party or I'll book an artist and I'm always like, damn, I gotta make this money back that I spent.
Right.
This year I didn't plan absolutely nothing. I just had a lot of fun with my friends. They forced me to go out. Big D did. Shout out to Big D. Forced me to go out. My friends came together. I partied for like 3 days, but it was the best birthday ever. I was stress free. I wasn't in a strip club. I didn't have a strip club birthday party because I stopped dancing. So it was great. It was a real celebration.
Noise for Tip's 21st birthday.
Right. Thank you.
Was the exotic dancing the first step for you to entertainment business, or?
No, like I said, I mean, I was booty shaking at like 13, 14. I was going to the club at a young age. I was mingling with artists and celebrities and people of stature from a young age.
Did you have that business mentality that you had now back then?
Sure did. Not 16, middle school, I was selling lollipops. At like McDonald's was my first job. I'll be in the back drive-through and I will overcharge people like a quarter or 50 cents. And at the end of the night, all the quarters and 50 cents added up. I'm taking my shit back.
Take some fucking notes, James. Take notes.
I always found I was also worked at Workforce One while I was pregnant, and while I was pregnant, I didn't have nobody. My baby daddy was in jail. My mom was also incarcerated, and she left me with a 2-bedroom apartment. And I think she might have paid the rent for like 6 months, but then the rest of it I had to pay. But I didn't know. No, I didn't know how the hell I was about to get this money with my baby daddy gone and nobody. So this might have started, 6th grade with the lollipop started. But anyways, so I worked at Workforce One, and they would give you vouchers to give to the people in need or bus passes and stuff. So I would take the vouchers, I would sneak the vouchers.
You're a hustler. You're just a straight hustler.
And I would sell them.
You're a
and
straight
that's
hustler.
how I was able to maintain while I was pregnant at 16.
So, Miami Tip. It was Tip Drill. Where did the whole tips come from?
Tip Drill came. My name as a dancer when I first started was like Red Cherry or Fantasy Red. Yeah, it was both of those. And one night I went to dance at Take One. This was like the first and only night I danced at Take One because I didn't have no ID. They told me to dance, and it was these girls there. Alize, she's old school. And she was like, when I got off stage, she was like, you should name yourself Tip Drill. You dance fast like the girls in the Tip Drill video. So I'm like, I'm not naming myself Tip Drill. You know what they say? Must be your ass ain't your face. I'm not doing that. She was like, no, you should, because you dance fast like them. Because the girls down here were very sexy, but they were, they had the bodies and they were slow and real sexy. I was just like, I came from booty shaking. I'm booty shaking on the stage. So it was like a lot going on with me.
Back to the roots.
Right? That's really what it was. So I did go on stage one time and call myself Tip Drill, and it just stuck ever since. Like, everybody just started calling me that, but not, without a negative, intention or whatever. So that's how I got to Tip Drill.
Was that a blessing?
It was cool. It went with everything I had going on, I guess.
Do you still talk to the girl that gave you?
I don't.
No?
I don't.
Okay. Well,
she was one of the mean girls. She didn't even like me. I don't think we ever really talked after that.
Well, now you big man. Now.
Right, yeah, right.
You gave her the name, and she used...
This camera was supposed to be up. Yeah.
This one's YouTube. You can tell her right there. Tell her.
Yeah, you're big man
You're
now.
big man. No. Businesswoman.
Yes.
Book.
Yes.
Clothing.
Yes.
Music.
Yes.
You fell in love with the music. You fell in love with the business, but it wasn't as an artist. You fell in love with the business because of the business. You stated on Urban.
Right. Well, music started off as a joke. It was Bryant McKinney. We all used to hang together very tough. It was me and my homegirl. We would always get drunk, and Big Mac always had a lot of celebrity people around him, rappers and stuff like that. So one night they was like, y'all should get in the studio and rap. So they wrote the raps for us, and we were drunk as fuck. And we got in the studio and we rapped. I think the first rap we did was Rack City. We get in, we dropped it on Twitter because it was only Twitter at that time. And they loved her verse, but everybody was like, yo, Tip, you sound so good. You really need to do this. So I really didn't pay it any attention. I'm making money. I'm young. I'm having fun. I didn't really care about it. But then my accident came. So when my accident came, when I got back to trying to figure out what I'm going to do, it was like, okay, what's plan B? I didn't have no plan B. So it was still Twitter at this time, and everybody's still talking about the rap.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just start rapping. Yeah. I got all the people around me, the right people. So I ended up getting like the best of the best writers, best of the best producers. And it's like, look, write this, do this beat, and I'm going to drop it. Or we're going to do this freestyle, you're going to write it, and whatever. But it was top-notch people like Jordan Hollywood, Jizzle.
You had the plug.
Yeah.
You had the plug.
For big writers. But the thing about that was, it was like, okay, you're Tip Drill, you're making all this money, you going on stage making all this money, you got to pay us. And we're the best. So it's like, damn, how much I gotta pay y'all? $2,000, $3,000.
But this was after the accident?
This is after the accident. So it's
how
like
they asking you
$2,000,
for money if you're not working? Like...
Because I'm Tip Drill.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it just, the name was like
so it's a gift and a curse.
So everybody's just charging me, and it's like, I'm like, all right, I want to do this, so I'm gonna do it. So that's how I ended up getting back into dancing after taking 2 years off.
Gotcha.
Because the music I'm doing videos that cost $20,000 because in my mind, Nicki Minaj is my competition. That's the level that I want to be on. So I want my videos to look like Nicki Minaj. I need my raps to sound like, on that level. Yeah. Really, I didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? If I knew better, I would have spent $300 on a video versus spending $20,000 on a video and spending $17,000 on promo. Versus being broke after I just spent $20,000 on a video. Right. Now they like, okay, we got to promote it. Now you need $10,000, $15,000 to do this. Put it on Ball Alert. Put it here. Put it on BET. I'm like,
And this is prior from you having a good team, because you said you
this
did.
is prior,
You
this
said
is
I
prior.
didn't have
like
a good
I was
team.
running with people who also didn't really know the game. I had all the connects, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
from the dancing world, and I don't do bad business. I don't rub people off the wrong way. So
Right.
anybody I call usually is willing to help out, which is a blessing. So they were more like the face, like the, you know, hey, call this person and tell them you're my manager and we're gonna get this done. And it was like that. But I was rolling with people who didn't really know the business. But I don't take my music. I did 7-8 years of really going hard. Spent over $350,000 on myself in music. It was not spent the right way, but I don't take it as, you know, that was trials and tribulations for me to be where I'm at now.
I always say it's not a loss.
Right, it wasn't a loss. Even I spent all that money, I want all my money back, but right. it's not. I learned so much things. I see where the money can go. I know what mistakes not to make. So like my goal was to help another female.
Right.
And because I fell in love with the business, I like to negotiate. I like to call up them and then be like, "Oh, we're gonna charge you this."
Like
I'm like, "Nah, we're gonna do this." Like yeah, I like doing that. I like, you know, curating things. I like connecting people. I like that. I like walking up to like, "Look, this is what we're gonna do." You know what I'm saying? I like all that. So I fell in love with the business. I was like, I want to manage a female. I hit up a couple female artists. I guess because at the time I wasn't sure that I was gonna give up rapping, because rapping was bringing in money for me. Like people wanted features. I was doing hostings. It didn't get as big as I wanted it to go, but I was making money off of it. Right. So, but I wasn't sure I wanted to be done when I was hitting up these females to help, and they kind of like blew me off. And I understand, because I was also, you know, they're like, oh, why this girl? She's rapping, yeah, right. Competition, girl stuff, cool. Yeah. I was watching Suki. Suki was running with a bunch of people in Miami for a while, and I felt like, you know, she had a lot of juice, right. You know what I'm saying? And people, I felt like, were using that juice. So I'm watching her, and I'm like, damn, Suki, you're a real star. So I hit up Suki. I'm like, Suki, you should just do, now at this time, Suki got 300,000 followers. Right. She's Suki, but she don't have that music thing going. Right. So I'm like, Suki, you should do this remix to Use a Hoe by Ludacris, because of the way she was, you know what I'm saying? It went with everything. So she was like, okay. She ain't do it though. It was just, you know, another female rapper. Like, girl, why you calling me to do it? Right. But behind the scenes, I was hitting up even the people that she was running with. I hit up the producers that she was running with. I'm like, yo, you should remake Use a Whole Beat and put Suki on it. And they like, yeah, okay, whatever. Nobody did it. Okay, cool. All this time, I've been friends with Big D. And I didn't want to ask Big D, because I'm like, this nigga about to be like, oh, we need 50,000, we need 100,000. I don't got all that. You know what I'm saying? So this is a point where you're done spending money. Right. So then I'm like, you know what? Let me go for it. So I'm like, Big D, look, I got this girl. Her name is Suki. She's so raw. You need to remake the Use a Whole Beat and put her on it. So no, I take that back. I said, Big D, can you please remake the Use a Whole Beat? He said, for who? I said, this girl. Yeah, I did say this girl. She's so raw. I didn't tell him who she was. Right. Cool. Big D made the beat in 3 days. The people she was running with gave me the runaround for like 30 days and still didn't do the beat. Yeah. Big D was like, here. And he was like, Tip, what you gonna do with this beat? Because I could get Cardi B on it, and I could get City Girls on it, and I could call QC right now. They gonna buy it. I said, okay, Big D, you could give City Girls and Cardi B this song. It's just gonna be another big record. They're popping right now. Or we can make a situation for Suki, who's a star. A genuine, you know what I'm saying? And all she needs is music. Right. So he was like, okay. I showed him her Instagram, went down the whole Instagram, explained to him my vision and stuff like that. So he was like, I see it. So he said, call her, get her down here. So I called her on a Wednesday, and Suki said, all right, I'm gonna come. Suki came Friday. We did like 9 songs, 9 smash like records that we still got out of those 9, we got like 7 of them in the vault because they're that big. You know what I'm saying? Right. But it just showed that she could work. And I've never really worked with a up-and-coming female that works as fast as I do. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the studio with a lot of females. Yeah, so I was impressed by her being able to get records done, not coming from someone who's never really done it on that level.
Right.
We all were impressed. So from there, it was history. And like,
and now, she didn't rap prior to this.
She did. She had the 5 Foot song, which I love. She had the Dope Dealer song, but the Dope Dealer song was somebody else's song. It was really the 5 Foot record, and I love the record.
Let's make some fucking noise for Tim and Suki. Shout out to Balt Vulcan. Balt Vulcan just walked in the liquor you're drinking.
I love it. I'm over here smashing.
He got some bottles. We can keep going. All right, so we're going to play a game real quick.
Yes.
It's called This or That.
Okay.
Very simple. I'm going to ask you 2 things. You're going to say this or that for this for the first one, that for the second one. I might ask you why.
Okay.
All right, so let's just jump right into it. Ferrari, Lamborghini. Which one would you pick? This or that?
A Ferrari.
A Ferrari?
Yeah.
I never drove none of them, so I can't even judge it.
I don't even know.
But this one I can get a good answer on. Ciroc or Grey Goose?
Ooh.
And that's because Balt just walked in, because I would have said Balt.
Grey Goose.
Grey Goose?
Because it has that little sting to it, but it gets you have a good time on Grey Goose.
T.I. made a song to it. Remember that song?
No. T.I.?
You don't remember?
Goose? No.
No Grey Goose if you don't get loose. You don't remember that song, Get Loose? Somebody, anybody remember that song? I'm that old. I'm that old, I guess. Next. Jamming to music in the shower or jamming to music in the car?
In the car.
In the car.
In the car.
Okay. And the last one. Mm-hmm. This one's a little sentimental, but you look like 50% you're sentimental and the other percent is like, no.
I'm cool. I got control of my emotions.
Got you. Money or genuine, 100% genuine love? Ooh. So you do have a heart. You're not intimidating. Stop don't let people tell you that.
Man.
Go ahead.
Genuine love.
Genuine, 100%.
If it's with a hustler and he can figure out how we're going to get this money.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
If it's with a hustler, I choose genuine love because he gonna figure it out.
He gonna make it happen. Or she.
They gonna figure it out.
Sincere.
Yes.
He's a Virgo.
He's a Virgo.
Yes. His birthday is one day after 24, which is the 12th.
No, his birthday is the 11th.
The 11th. Okay, I thought it was the 12th. Okay. So 11th. It's the same day as 24-hour hip hop.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, yes. And it's 9 days after mine. We're all Virgos. I'm the 20th.
Nice.
Yeah. How is it being a mom, but at the same time, football mom, full-time mom, great mom, industry mom? How does that work out?
I am, and I applaud myself, I am superwoman. I handle everything. I do everything on my own, but I kind of have a schedule. Right. Obviously, I'm a mom 24/7, and I mean, my son did have to go through the grind with me, you know what I'm saying? But he's also able to chill and get whatever he wants now, right. You know what I'm saying? So he is reaping the benefits. Being a mom, I mean, it's first nature. As a dancer, I know many girls who have left their kids with their parents or gave their kids up or wouldn't go home for days at a time. I never left my son. My son was always with me. I never just gave him to my mom and was like, here, he's going to live with you so I could run the streets. Oh. It was never that. I had a babysitter. I go to work. I come home. My son is there. Eventually, like, I had my mom move in because, you know, my son was getting older and the babysitter thing kind of, you know, butt, breast, right, you know, I was just, and my son. So I was like, my mom, I had her come live with me. I'm a mom first. I'm a mom through everything. My son comes with me to a lot of events, but he's a Virgo. They're very chill people. He doesn't like all the attention and all that. You said you guys, yeah.
I don't follow horoscopes too much, but I'm listening to you.
Yeah, they're very cool people. My son is so cool. He's the mature one. I'm the immature one. I'll be like, what you doing? Come on. He'd be like, Mom.
Chill.
Yeah, I'm just going to play the game and just sit there. Like, you know, he's heavily into football. He's really, really talented. I kind of wish I never got him into football. And I got him into other things, but you know, you live and you learn. My second baby is going to be a doctor.
You posted a video of him playing football.
He's great. A lot of teams love him. You know, he does his thing, and he's a motivated like me in his brain with the football and everything. He's a hustler. He does whatever. If they tell him get up at this time and do this, he'll work out for 5 hours. Like he's a mental player, which is really, really good.
I think that's and like I told you, I don't follow horoscopes too much, but I do believe that a Virgo thing is like get it. Like, figure it the fuck out and
Virgo,
get it.
Yeah, every Virgo I know are definitely big hustlers, and they're very cool, but they work, and they gonna get to get to the bag.
Let's make some noise for Sincere. Gotta show him this part. Love and Hip Hop.
Yes.
You were the first person they interviewed for Love and Hip Hop Miami. Mm-hmm. What do you think caught their eye?
At that time, I think like as far as like in the streets, I was the most popular. Obviously, you know, Trick and Trina were already there, but then under that, you got to go to the streets, and I was the most popping. We did our interview when I did the whole pilot for Love and Hip Hop. It was not the cast that we have now. The cast we have now is way better, but we had like. Damn, it was a Spanish guy, but he was like into the art.
It wasn't me. I'm Spanish, but it wasn't me.
It was him. It was like Eliza Rain. It was a boring cast, and we shot the pilot. I don't even know how Miami got picked up off of that pilot. Then they didn't, like, I forgot about it because they didn't call us back for like 3 years after that. And they're like,
and they call you 3 years?
We didn't start filming with the actual cast that we have now until 3 years after that interview I had with them. I hadn't forgot about Love and Hip Hop, but then they came and they was like, we're going to do it, and here's the cast, and who are you cool with, and who are you not cool with, and what you got going on with this person, and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, okay, all right, I'm going to do the interview again, but whatever. And then probably like a year or maybe 8 months after that, we filmed. I mean, we aired.
Right. Were you nervous?
Filming?
Yeah. The first time. Obviously
I think, I was, because you know what? It was a different experience. It's like cameras everywhere.
More than this?
I
thought this was a lot of cameras.
It's more than this. It's security everywhere. Then, like, they have you separated from everybody. You can't talk to your friends. Like, I'm like, damn, we at this bar, but I can't talk to Bobby.
So you're drinking by yourself.
Right. And you got to wait until their scene is done. And then, so it was a different
Bobby.
experience.
He was on the show too.
Yes, shout out to Bobby. It was a different experience. I was nervous in the beginning, but season 2, I had the hang of it, and I was like, okay, I done figured out the strategy behind it to keep my bag going. And
keep it going. That's a fact. That's a fact. Make some fucking noise for Love and Hip Hop Miami. What was the most difficult or aggravating position you've been when you were filming? Like a genuine. Because I know you guys, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I know reality TV is really not reality TV, but what was one...
I see, and I hate when people, to me, I don't agree with that, because reality TV is, these people ask us every season before we film. They sit in front of you and they say, what do you have going on with this person? Right. What do you have going on here? What is this part of your life? And you tell them. When you tell them stuff, it's their job to be like, okay, how can we blend this all together and mix it with this person that they don't like and mix it with this person that they do like? It's whatever you tell them. So if I tell them, I don't like you.
Right.
Okay, and they know this, but you're cool with Bobby, and Bobby's my friend, and you guys are mutual.
They're gonna start some shit.
But they're gonna invite us to Bobby's situation, but you told them you don't like me. So now they're gonna be like, okay, well, Tip gonna be there, and you gonna be like, I don't like that bitch. This is what they do when the cameras are, I don't like that bitch, I'm fight that hoe, da-da-da-da. Then when the cameras is on, motherfuckers walk up and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's not scripted. It's whatever you tell them. I never told these people, I never got deep, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of stuff about me that I don't want them to know.
Right.
I never got deep. That's why me personally, you don't see me in situations that,
drama.
You know, that will bring fire to me. Now, if they say, Tip, they're having this conversation, what you feel about that? And I tell them, look, well, this bitch wrong, even though she my friend, but he's right and she's right, but I don't fuck with that. Then I'm going to say it on what I just said to the producer.
Right.
I'm going to say it on TV. But what happens is people get drunk, then they get on TV, they might say some shit they didn't mean to say, or when behind with the producer, they might talk too much, and the producer will stop the whole scene and be like, "Didn't you say you wanted to fight her?"
So let me cut you off. Hold on. So you can't go and tell them, "Yo, I didn't mean to say that." Cut that out.
No, why would you do? You can't. Stop talking so much.
Right. No, I'm asking you. I haven't been.
But that's what it is. I hate when Love and Hip Hop cast members go and be like, "Oh, it's scripted and it's fake." No, nigga, they go off of base what you you tell them and what you said. Now, just because you got drunk or because you're not drunk enough and you're scared to say what you said or you done said too much, now when the fire hits, you can't handle it.
Mona Scott, I drink a lot, so I think I'll be best fit for the show. You'll get so much shit out of me, I promise you. And I just got a 12-year divorce. Oh my God, I'll be on there. I'm a golden mine for that motherfucker. Yeah.
You're gonna have a lot.
Yeah, too much. Why do you think they still have you there all these seasons?
Because I'm gonna keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. You did this, you did that, you did do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. And you keep. If I speak, but a lot of people know when I speak that I'm speaking facts, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. So they can't argue with me because it's gonna be like, okay, first of all, I only said a little bit of what you said. You really said they don't want that, so they ain't gonna argue with me.
So I think to stay long on a show like that is be real. Yes. Right. Because it's reality. Like, you ain't gotta like scramble for nothing. You gotta be yourself, because then, especially in Miami, the castmates on Miami, everybody we're strong people, and every last one of us come from the streets. We all come from the struggle. Nobody's holding their mouth back. So it's like, don't even bring all that, because I won't say like it's sides, like the urban side and Spanish side. It's not that, but it is kind of like groups of people. I fuck with this group, but I don't fuck with that group, and but that's part of it. I mean, that's gonna happen in any workplace.
You just gotta be careful what you say and what you tell the producers.
They're gonna make millions off of me because I'm gonna just get drunk and talk stupid shit. That's not
gonna make you still gotta have people you can control.
No, I'm gonna control them, but I'm a manipulator. I'm a Virgo, remember? So
yeah, they are manipulators.
You said that or I said that?
You said it, but I know it.
Oh, okay. Out of Love and Hip Hop Miami, who else have you worked with Love and Hip Hop? Out of
what do you
Miami.
mean?
Like, so you got Love and Hip Hop Miami, all of, you know. Because we had a lot. I think how many people have we had on Love and Hip Hop Miami here? We had Gunplay, Hood Brat, Bobby Light, Briscoe. So
I'm cool with all of them.
Cool with all of them.
Mm-hmm. I'm cool with everybody. I don't have nothing against everybody. I just know that some people are fake and some people do too much for TV, and I just stay away from that because I'm really out here. I really got myself together. I really got my shit together. I really got my business together. I really can go to any club and be straight. I don't gotta watch my back. Like, some people on Love and Hip Hop just do a lot for the TV, and that's just not me. So I just stay away from them, you know.
So who have you worked with outside of the Love and Hip Hop Miami? So the cast outside Miami, because you know there's
other franchises. Yeah. I mean, I'm cool with a lot of people from every franchise from New York. I don't even know who to name. Like, I'm cool with Kimbella. Jim Jones. Okay. I can't really name all the people in New York. Hollywood. I'm cool with a lot of people in Hollywood. Atlanta. I'm cool with it because some people from Atlanta are from Miami.
Right, Miami, correct.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm cool with a lot of people. I don't have no beef with nobody and none of them.
So COVID. Mm-hmm. You stated, this is something you stated. Mm-hmm. You said when the clubs are booming, in the strip clubs, it's because the streets is booming. Right. So when Corona hit, streets wasn't booming. Shit was hard.
No, the streets was booming.
The streets was booming, but the prices, all right, it was streets booming for you, but the prices went up on a lot of shit.
Okay.
You know the plug. So my thing is, so did that force the stripping to go to OnlyFans and all that shit?
Well, what happened with that was, obviously the clubs was closed. Right. But really OnlyFans was just a smarter move. Like, nigga, I can make $1,000 in my bathroom for 2 minutes. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna pay these people $200 and I'm gonna work hard and deal with people, be in the faces of niggas I don't want to see and sweat and still make the same money. Like, it was a no-brainer. I was against OnlyFans, like, before. Okay, Johnny Blaze, she's one of my good friends. This lady has been on OnlyFans for like 5 years and she's been making hella bread. And for 5 years, she's like, Tip, come on OnlyFans. Like, look what I'm making. And I swear to God, I'm looking at her statements. This girl making $500,000 a year, or like fucking $30,000 a month. And I'm like, well, what you doing on there? And she would send me videos, and she really wasn't doing nothing. She like twerking in the thong and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, I never got into it. But then, of course, the pandemic hit. I didn't have to do it, but I'm a creator. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it this way, and I'm gonna just do like, I got into it. I was like, let me try it, and I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make like actual music videos, but you know, I'm gonna be naked, but it's just gonna go in and out. It's gonna be quick or whatever. That shit hit. So I'm like, oh my God. Then people start asking. So I hit with a couple of those. And then people start asking for like, they'll be like, oh, play with your pussy, play with your toes, you know, suck a dick or whatever. So I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. One night I got drunk. I did do it to my boyfriend, put it on OnlyFans.
Shout out to liquor.
I did a couple times. And I did put a little dick sucking out there, but I hit. But then it came to like, damn, you know what? I can't do this because my son, I got all this good shit going on. I got artists. Like, bitch, you can't be like this forever. But that's just me. I mean, I'm a sexual person. I don't care. Like, you know, but obviously, yeah, the most important things with my son. So I pulled everything off. Okay. I still dibble and dabble, but I don't do what I started with. You know, it was the excitement and it was the money. And then I just had to take a step back. But it's some good ass money on OnlyFans. Like, I'm like, Mom, you need to get an OnlyFans. Like,
Mama tip?
Mama, play with your toes. It's people. See, OnlyFans is a white thing, so it's weirdos. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what the part I didn't. That's the part. Yeah, that's the part I didn't get from Johnny Blaze. Like, she's like, none of these niggas is gonna see you. If you was to go further, they're not going to see you because they don't get on OnlyFans. Right. So, but that was at that time. Now, you know, during the pandemic, of course, obviously the whole urban culture became so popular. Now you got niggas from high school that you don't want to see you on there that might be curious as to what you're putting. But one thing I do know is that I will put crazy ass captions, but the video wouldn't match the caption. So now once you click and pay, that's it. The money is mine. So if I put like, oh, my pussy's real wet this morning, but really I'm in the pool.
Right.
You done
it's extra work.
You done click pay and subscribe and whatever else, bitch. That's it. That money is mine. And if you want to unsubscribe, it's okay because you got 30 days.
Right. All right. So listen.
So that was OnlyFans was another hustle.
Oh, we're done with OnlyFans, but if there's one thing you wouldn't do on there, what would it be?
I can't do nothing because.
No, back then, because when
it wasn't nothing I wouldn't do. The money was there, nigga. Like, we making $50,000 a month, like, and I was making that dancing or almost that dancing. I'm at home. I would be literally at home, like I'm cooking fish or something. I'd be like, you know what? I'm about to get naked and take a picture and sell this bitch for $10. And now I'm naked taking a picture, cooking fish, and weirdos is buying it for $10.
24. Set up
now
my,
you
set
do
up
10 times 20 people, 10 times 2,000 people.
It's hitting. Listen, it's hitting.
Yeah, it is.
You probably still spending OnlyFans money.
Me? Yeah. Of course. I mean, I'm still investing OnlyFans money.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Drama in the industry. Because I know you run Love and Hip Hop. There's drama. There's bullshit on there. You know, how do you work with that? You know, like, you know how 6ix9ine came up on Meek Mill? How do you, how do you deal? What would you do if you were Meek? And this guy came up to you.
Like, come on now. That to me, I don't know how old he is. Him and Meek might be the same age, but 6ix9ine is like a kid. Meek, like.
But what are you doing in that situation?
Why? Like, what do you mean? 6ix9ine. Okay, now 6ix9ine ran up to me, or it was somebody. Obviously we gonna fight. Like, I'm not recording you and recording me, and you know you running up on me. Obviously we're gonna fight. But Meek took the high road. Like, why would you?
I wouldn't.
First of all, with so much security there, nothing was gonna happen. So first of all, Meek should have just walked away and nobody said nothing. Like nobody on his team.
Yeah, he pretty much did. Who else have you worked with in the industry? Because shout out to X, you had a straight shot.
Yes, rest in peace to
X.
Rest in peace, X. X.
How was it? Before we talk, how was it?
That was cool. I was cool with his mom. We we used to dance together and stuff like that. So we always been really cool. I just hit her up. I was like, I want a record with your son. But this was like right after hadn't even dropped his record with Party yet. So I want to say I was like the first one to get a feature from him.
Right.
So she was like, his mom was like a get money bitch. So she was like 10 grand. I was like, all right, I got that. Let's do it.
Throw it.
Yeah. So I bought them, traveled way to goddamn where they live at. It was far. Brought them to 10 grand, and we got in the studio in Wynwood like 3 days later, and we did the record. The record, I wrote my verse to another one of his records just to because I wanted, at that time, I was like, let me tap into his world and his universe and, the way he raps. So I wrote my verse to one of his other records, and then we just made a beat around it. He actually made that beat. He put the beat around it, and then he did the rest of the record. But it was an easy, I was connected, so it was easy. I paid though. Same thing with Fetty Wap. I paid him $7,500. He tried to flirt, and I was like, nah, what you want? And he was like $7,500. Bought him $75. I flew to Memphis. He had a concert. Flew with this guy I was working with. Flew there, gave him his $7,500. Then we went to his concert. After concert, he was like, come up to my room. I was like, bitch, I just paid you $7,500 and you want me to come up to your room? Bitch, I'm from Miami. What is you talking about? So that was that. And everything after that for the video, I had to stay awake for 3 days following Fetty Wap to get the video done. And I had to pay him $5,000 for the video.
Next. How much did you pay
I had to pay him $5,000 for the video. And he was like, come this day and we're going to shoot. But he had a photo shoot. So I sat at the photo shoot for like 10 hours. And I'm like, what the fuck going on? Like, when we going to do this? When we going to film for the video? He was like, oh, no. I got to go to Dream tonight. I'm done with the photo shoot. Come to Dream. I had my makeup done. So now I go to Dream. I switch outfits, go to Dream. So I'm like, after Dream, maybe we could possibly do the video. Go to Dream. After the Dream, it wasn't no video. He like, man, I'm tired. I'm drunk. I got hoes. I'm like, oh, my God. So the next day, he had something else to do. And he was like, be here at 11. And I want to say it was another photo shoot. And I'm like, bruh.
What the fuck?
Now I got the same. And I'm not one of those people that wear the same makeup. But I had to because like I had to be on his call. And I had to be up. And I couldn't depend on a makeup artist. So now the third day, finally, after like 4 hours, he came outside. We made a scene. I went across the street. It was like in warehouses. And it was a car place that he fixes like, different cool cars. Right. So I was like, let's get this truck, put it in the alley. Please, sir. I paid him $500. We put the car in the alley, and me and him, Alexis Sky was there. She was his girlfriend at the time. She made me nervous, but she was there because I'm like, I don't want to touch her, man. I don't want to do too much. So we were like kind of like this. But we finally got the video done after all them days and $5,000 more.
No, so I was gonna say. So basically, that was like a $25,000 investment.
Yeah, but it definitely it was worth it. It was worth it.
Well, I'm just saying, y'all complain about not you, but I'm looking at the world. Y'all complain about investing your money in this and that. Not only did she invest about $17,000 in it, she invested another $10,000 in her time because she's chasing this guy all over. So let's make some noise for a real investor.
That doesn't count the marketing like that we put behind that record. That record has like 3 million views. It has a lot of listens. A lot of people still like hit me up about that song and stuff like that. But I put radio money behind that record. That might be the only record that I put radio money behind. Paid a lot of DJs.
Freddie, you owe her dinner. Like, nothing.
No, I don't want to.
No game. Just dinner. Like, no. All right.
You don't owe me nothing. I paid you. You did your job.
Done.
We good.
We're even, Steven. All right, cool. What was the hardest ordeal you had to deal with being in this industry? Like,
the hardest what?
Ordeal, like some kind of situation or, something that you can, that it points out to you in your head today.
In the industry?
Being a celebrity, being in this industry, there has to be one thing that sticks out to your head. That
sticks out? Nothing. It's just a whole lot of
fuck shit?
I wouldn't say fuck shit. It's a lot, but I'm a person that I master strategy. Like, even in the strip club, people would be like, how is she still making money on stage? How is she still doing this, bitch? Because I know who to pay. I know what songs to play. You're a manager.
You're an executive.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And that comes with anything that I have going on. I mastered how to the strategy behind it of how to keep it going. What was the question?
Hardest ordeal.
Hardest ordeal.
Really not.
So there's really not any for me, because when I have bad situations, be like on drunk nights with my friends and stuff like that. It don't be.
Drunk nights are the best nights, though.
They are.
They rough.
The worst next days, but
just keep the cameras away.
I don't have no bad ordeals. I mean, I do, but
we can't talk about them.
They old.
Don't worry about it. Just text me or DM me. I'm still interested, but we're not gonna see it on camera. All right. You said on the Big Chuck show interview last year, you said something big was gonna happen in Miami. The city was buzzing. You didn't know what it was, but you said something was coming. Do you think the Litty show might have been what was coming?
The Litty show was it.
You think so?
The Litty show was
honestly,
it.
I want to
give it up for the Litty show. Yes. The Litty show was it.
I'll leave it alone. I'll take it. Whatever. Listen, if you say it, I'm with it.
It was it. Yes.
Listen, I'm with it. I've been chasing you since 2019 to get an interview, so we're in 2021.
I'm lazy, and then ever since I haven't been doing the artist side. I don't try to take. I just be like, how about you interview my artist?
So
how about you do this?
Why'd you do this interview today? For what? For Dave?
Because you know what? I feel like what I've overcome and where I'm at and what I've been through, it deserves publicity. Like I can talk about it now because I'm stamped. Like I'm actually a real manager. I'm really moving. I got 2 dope females.
You're a fucking boss. You're a fucking boss.
Alexia J is my other artist. She's a singer. She's dope as hell.
Make some noise for Alexia J. Come on.
Y'all make sure y'all follow her on Instagram at Alexia JAYY _.
There you go.
And Suki's definitely very successful. Like I'm proud to be a part of her team and seeing the growth. So I feel like now I've accomplished it. I didn't want to be doing interviews and I was still trying to figure it out.
You got the answers now. Right. So Suki's your artist and you're saying you're trying to get your artist on, so send her on the show. We'll interview her.
I got you. Just hit me up.
I'm saying it on the camera right now.
Hit me up.
You can't take that back.
I won't. Okay. Hit me up. She's
Shout
extremely busy, but we're going to get it done.
Listen, you said it, so we're going to
get it done.
Shoutouts. Just everybody down the list, from Sincere to Mom to God to everybody. Just give the shoutouts real quick. Just everybody. Shout out to God. Shout out to everybody, right?
My son, my mom, my partner Mike, my partner Big D, my artist. Shout out to Rari. Shout out to Vanna. Those my dogs. They make all the connects happen. They make everything happen in Miami. Shout out to Trina. Shout out to Bobby. Shout out to all my fans. Everyone who supports me, regardless to what. I know sometimes I might say some shit. I'm very blunt, and sometimes I ain't gonna lie. I can't control my mouth. Sometimes I'll be like, man, why the fuck did I say that? But shout out to everybody who sticks with me through that.
Make some fucking noise for that. I say that because I'm the same way. Like I'm blunt, and then when you drink and you're blunt, that's bad.
It's bad, and it always happen to be because my dumb ass gotta go home and be like, man, let me tell them what this.
Shout out to the Litty team, man. The Litty team that helped me on. So after every show, it's 2 things we do. Number 1 is we look at that camera, me and you say it together and say, you know the fucking vibe, don't say yet. And then after we say it to that camera, we make the whole audience say it. So on the count of 3, we're gonna look at that camera and say, you know the fucking vibe. You gotta say it with heart and soul. Like you gotta really say, you know what I'm saying? So 3, 3, 2, 1.
You know the fucking vibes.
Right.
Yeah.
You said it with more soul than me. Alright, so I need the whole fucking audience, your blood, your alcohol, whatever the fuck you got in your hand. And just the fist, throw the fist up. But on 3, 2, 1.
You know the fucking vibes.
Make some fucking noise for all the shit, man. We out.
Thank you guys.